Hello and welcome back to Eastern Europe. I was about to say Europe. No, it's not full Europe. No. It's just Eastern Europe, 1259. And what does 1259 add up to? Quickly. I don't know. But yes, there you go. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we are ready to go in against the strongest vassal that we have ever fought. This is going to be kind of a tough one, I think. This is going to be kind of a tough one because generally my forces are kind of bad. I know. We've been winning quite often, you know. We've been doing okay. However, the biggest issue we have is that they're all tier 3. That's it. They're all tier 3 units. So yeah, we're going to have some issues. We are using new arrows this time. I don't believe we've actually used them before, so it's going to be kind of fun to see if they do better. I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? I think they'll probably do more damage. Oh, wow. I just absolutely suck, don't I? Oh, wow. That was crazy. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. Good damage, good damage. Okay, 11 damage. Okay, what? Did you see? That is hilarious. Okay, so basically, on our first hit, we immediately murder a guy in one shot. And then in the next hit, we do 11 damage. That's great. All right. Yeah, it must be a problem with the armor, you know, because we obviously must have hit some armor there that was very highly protective, probably, and that was the thing that was causing us some problems. Okay, so let's try and see if I can do something here. Nice, under shoulder hit, perfect. Nice, okay, come on now, we need some more of that. Nice headshot. That was actually a headshot. I'm pretty sure that was a headshot. I mean, it doesn't say it was a headshot, but the guy reared his head back. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was a headshot. Anyway, let's move our forces a little bit closer here. I don't really like moving them closer because it is going to go closer to the enemy's respawn zone, and I hate that. Oh, it's absolutely terrible. It's a huge bane of our existence to wander into the enemy's reinforcement zone. That's absolutely terrible. Thankfully, the enemy doesn't really seem to have... I mean, okay, fine. They probably are pretty powerful because they are actually stronger than us in terms of combat strength. But all I really need to do, ideally, is just eliminate some of these guys. Right? Nice damage. Ooh, that was lucky. Nice headshot. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot the shield. That sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? Yeah, let me just shoot the shield real fast. That sounds absolutely perfect. Good work. Nice. Okay, good. We eliminated that guy as well. Okay, let's try and see. Oh, nice. Perfect. Got some good accuracy right there. Unfortunately, we're now going to get shot. We're going to get shot to pieces. No, let's run away. Yeah, we're just gonna run away. Nice and easy. I've got my shield on my back just to make sure that if something does hit us in the back, we're going to be okay. Because I could take it out, obviously, but no, we're just gonna you know, keep it calm. Keep it calm. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Hopefully we're going to survive. I mean, I'd like to survive this particular battle. It would be quite fun. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so technically, they've got the high ground. As we know, that is not particularly good from certain Mustafarian duels. But we'll see. Maybe we'll be okay. That was a nice headshot. Okay, that's the kind of thing I love. Those kinds of moments where you literally just get a wonderful headshot in a very unlikely situation, and it's just like, yes, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're going to have to get out my weapon here. I'm going to have to go... there we go. They're actually charging. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these guys into a shield wall. There we go. We're going to put everyone else in loose. And we're going to try and do some murdering. Try to do some murdering with our wonderful star falchion, which we're still using, hilariously enough. I should probably get a better one-handed weapon, but I kind of think this one's pretty good, surprisingly enough. I kind of think that this one is probably going to serve us quite well if we just remain with it, you know, if we just keep using it. Throughout the playthrough, I mean, the damage it's doing is actually pretty decent, surprisingly enough. Let's tell our cavalry to charge. Let's try and see what we can do here. We're actually doing mighty fine right now. We're not doing too badly. I don't think we need to worry too much. Whoa, I can't believe I actually missed that guy. All right. Okay. There's a bunch of archers, but as we've seen, archers are really, really kind of harsh to deal with if you make your way into their space. They don't like their personal space being invaded, so we're going to be a little bit careful on that. However, obviously we will need to start moving towards them sometime soon, otherwise we're going to have some problems. So let's actually start doing that. Yeah, we've got some issues here. These guys need to get killed, so hopefully I can do some damage to them. A little bit never hurt anyone. A little bit of star falchion being slashed into your back. Yeah, that's that's definitely not going to hurt, is it? All right. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can just actually move our archers a little bit up here as well. It feels to me like we're actually okay. Maybe we can charge at the enemy archers now a little bit. I just want to knock them down somewhat. Just knock them down a peg or two. Shout at them. Tell them what a disappointment they are to their parents. And also tell them that they are actually pretty good archers. So, you know, give them a compliment. You know, after... Oh, yep, there we go, there we go. Oh, no, they didn't like the compliment. All right. They did not like that one bit. All right. Yeah, we're going to tell these guys to charge. And yeah, we should just press the advantage now, you know, because we do have the advantage. Quite a dramatic one, actually. This guy's going to try to shoot me in the face. I don't really want to die if I can help it. I would like to try and survive if at all possible. As you can see, I'm doing 119 damage with our Star Falchion, which for me personally, I feel like that's pretty good. Is there a weapon that can do more than that? Probably a spear. Right, you know, probably a spear and things like that, but I'm talking about one-handeds. Can a one-handed do that kind of damage? That's the thing. I'm not entirely sure, because on the one hand, you've got to think about the fact that we're obviously using a cutting weapon, right? Using a cutting weapon is pretty terrible for RBM. So generally, you know, I'm not really consistently thinking that I'm going to be getting, you know, 100 plus hits, because that's just not how it goes. Most of the time, as you can see, we're going to be getting around 20 to 40 damage from a hit. I think that's okay. You know, I think that's okay, considering the consistency of when we will be able to hit things is much higher. As in, like, as you know, because it's got a really good reach, right? It's got a great reach to it, and I think that really makes a huge difference. I'm actually going to have to get rid of some prisoners. I will get rid of the mounted pillagers and the mounted ransackers, I suppose, despite the fact that I don't really want to do that. But actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just sort by tier real quick, and we're going to do a little bit of purging here. There we go. All of the tier 3s and below are going to get swapped out, and we're going to do a little bit of something here. Okay, let's just get all of these, all the tier 5s and all the tier 4s. Do I still have enough space? Yes, I do. Just about. Okay, I think I'm probably just going to leave that, because we are going to be moving way too slowly otherwise. Obviously, as you can see right here, we have the realism factor. This is something that maybe you weren't aware of at the time, because there are people, you know, telling me in the comments, you're moving too slowly, and I'm like, well, there is a realism factor associated with the mod, and as a result, as you can see right there, it is literally a huge deficit for us right now, minus 1.69, which is pretty crazy, I gotta say, pretty crazy. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to take everyone, and let's see. Oh, actually, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good armor right there. Let's give the new armor to this guy. A very nice horse for him as well. So let's give him that new horse. And we've got some new boots for this fellow too. A new helmet for this fellow as well. Pretty nice. 140-pound warbow. Yeah. Now this is the thing. We can't really use this, unfortunately. It would be nice if we could use this, but you cannot use this on a horse unless you have the perk. Right, unless you have the perk that's associated with that. So yeah, there's some nice new gloves for us, and then we're just going to give that to someone else, because these are plate reinforced gloves. Leather van braces, yeah, there we go. We can give him something a little bit better than that, can't we? Yeah, that's wonderful. All right, so we're just going to loot the rest. I don't think we really need to worry about anything else, and this is a massive amount of loot as well, so very much looking forward to going to the nearby town of Novogrudok. And we're just going to make our way over there. I actually have no idea. I how to say that, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's be a little bit careful as well, because if we get caught out here, we can die. We can very easily die and get ourselves captured, which I would very much appreciate to avoid. So we're making some pretty decent cash, as you can see right there. Obviously, it would have been fantastic to still have that 510 mercenary contract, but yeah, well, we lost that one. But yeah, anyway, let's see how much we're actually going to get for this, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be, yeah, look at that. We're taking home the bacon very, very obviously right here. This is crazy. Look at that. 38,000 in cash. Wow. How can I say no, right? How can I say no to this? Okay, so more butter for the ButterLord, or the attempted ButterLord. And indeed, we'll take some cheese as well. There we go. All right, that sounds pretty nice. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm going to need to speak to King Mindaugus if I want to get some relation with him. Maybe what I can do is I could try to, I don't know, maybe try to get some troops leveled up, and then maybe give him some troops so that I can start to recruit from his villages as well, because he's he's no doubt gonna have quite a few, right? He's gonna have quite a few things that he owns. So let's just actually have a look here. Yes, King Mindaugus. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. So I'm gonna go and speak to him right now, and I'm just gonna give him a bunch of troops. I don't really like the fact that we have to give him troops. I mean, it's a okay. Look, don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic mechanic, because that really makes everything super, super nice and much easier for us. But what it does do is it means that our army is weaker. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. So it's kind of like one of those things. It's like a double-edged sword a little bit here. A double-edged staff ouchian, if you will. Anyway, we're going to be speaking to this guy. Hello there. Do I want to go into the siege? Sure. Okay, I will go into the siege with these guys. This is not really what I was anticipating, but I might as well. I mean, we're outnumbering them massively, and I will be able to speak to the guy after the fact. So let's see what happens here. I'm just going to speed things up a little bit. It could very well be that they are going to be attacked by a massive army. As you can see, whoa, we are being surrounded on all sides. This is actually kind of dangerous. I'm not a big fan of what they're doing here. It could be bad. It could be bad. I don't know. I mean, there's only 258, right? I think all I can really do is just have faith that the numbers are going to take care of themselves, basically, right? That's what we're going to do. And I do have a very, very nice one-handed, as you can see right here, so it's going to be pretty nice. I have to be a little bit careful about swinging this thing, because it's going to hit someone in the face. It's going to hit one of our friendlies in the face, and that's not going to be particularly good. Now, the problem is, because the AI was in control of this particular siege, we are going to suffer massive, massive casualties as a result of the enemy siege. Because, well, we didn't destroy them. And that's pretty bad. I do have a bow this time around, and usually in recent series I've never really used a ranged weapon that has more than 10 shots or something, because I like using thrown weapons, of course. Let me see if I can actually hit this guy or not. Oh, come on now. There we go. Oh, I knew that guy. I knew he was going to do that. How did I know? How did I know? It's because it's obvious. Yeah, okay, wait. Look at him. He's literally taking cover. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy right there. Okay, so wait a second. Boom, there we go. Nice, another headshot right there. Okay, I like this. Nice. Okay. I don't really want to take any more... I don't really want to take any more damage, if at all possible. Okay, that was way too much. Oh yeah, I have to aim downwards, don't I? I keep forgetting about that. Nice. Oh, the damage is actually really, really good. I think those 125 strength or whatever it is, 125 pound arrows, I think they're really making a big difference. Especially... I guess for the body shots, I think for the body shots, they're definitely making a big difference. Because we are able to pretty much just go like, oh yes, I'm just going to pull back and then... Oh. Ah, well. He decided that he didn't want to be shot in the face. Ah, interesting. Okay, I guess I will do it again then. Okay, wow, he just got shot in the face. All right. I was actually going for a body shot right there, but no, apparently I got him in the neck. Okay, so let's actually just see what happens with this, because we're definitely going to get this down now, because the battering ram is intact. This is the problem, though, as you can see right here. Look at this. We have already lost 72 units. Pretty bad. And indeed, the great thing about it, though, is that the AI is actually consolidating in this area, which is really, really good. Because they need to destroy the gate. Wow, okay, I kind of want to get out of here. I'm a bit scared about getting absolutely wrecked by the rocks that are coming down on us. But I can only hope that our forces will be able to do a good job of destroying the gate. They are taking an inordinate amount of time to do this. We've lost 123 so far. That's kind of harsh, isn't it? I feel like that's kind of harsh. Okay, yeah, now this is exactly what I was worried about. The siege itself is going to be very difficult for us to manage with friendly fire enabled in melee. Because we're just going to then be hitting our own people all the time, isn't it? So, it might be a bit problematic. As you can see, I just killed one of my own guys, which is exactly what we want. That's great. Perfect. And I'm also now going to get shot by all the archers. So, that's also going to happen. Yes, that's going to happen quite often. Ow. Yeah, as you can see, how is this guy actually even shooting me? I think he's some kind of supernatural being, because he's literally hitting me from somewhere far in the distance. Absolutely incredible. Ooh, then we got shot in the face. Oh well. Never mind. Alright. I think I was pretty happy with my performance right there. Not too bad. We got 32 kills, which I think is pretty decent. I mean, considering, I don't know, considering we don't have a very significant amount of one-handed skill, I think it's pretty good. Not too bad. Did we actually level up our one-handed skill at all? Barely. Look at that. I literally still have 190. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so we did get a decent amount there, and we also, look at that, we also increased our relation with him a massive amount too, which is pretty fantastic. I like that. Okay, and then we get the opportunity to rescue some of these really, really good high-tier troops. Pretty fun. All right, I like it. Let me see. Swap out some of those bushwhackers, I suppose, and then just take this guy. There we go. All right, and we do have a couple of prisoners as well, but again, I'm not going to be doing anything with that. I could technically, ooh, yeah, actually, you know what? What I could do is I could take the rest of these guys, and then we could just donate them to the king. What about the prisoners as well? No, this is not a town, but I could technically donate them to the king as well, possibly. I'm actually not entirely sure if you can donate prisoners. But yeah, anyway, we're not going to do anything about that right now. What we are going to do, though, is we're just going to talk to him. The conquest of Medalas? Apparently he's got some kind of quest there. But yes, I would like to give you some troops, sir. And I am going to be giving him all of the lower tier people that I don't really need. And indeed, there we go. That's all I can really do. I increased it by 2. Only 2. All right, okay. So, what is the conquest of Medalas? I do have one particular task, but it is not really suited to a mercenary. Ah, okay. So, in other words, I should become a vassal if I want to do that quest. What about if I propose an alliance? Medune, okay. Wow, she's 20, and she's got insane medicine skill. What is going on with that? All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's see if it's possible. It is not. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, we do not have enough money. We do not have enough money to be able to marry someone. Isn't that sad? Okay, so let's go to the buff. Because that's going to give us full HP, or should do, or at the very least gives us some healing. Oh, okay. So someone told me that it gives me full heal, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently it is a boost, I guess. Does it give me a boost? Doesn't feel like it's giving me any healing whatsoever, but maybe it does give me a boost of healing or something like that. I mean, does it say? No, it doesn't say anything like that. Okay, well. Whatever the case, doesn't really matter. It's okay. Yeah, so we should probably go for some more leadership skill, don't you think? I think that's probably going to be mighty handy later on down the line because, first of all, Stout Defender, one of my favorite perks in the entire game, and combine that with Loyalty and Honor, and you're going to be converting prisoners like no one's business. So it's really going to make a huge difference. Yeah, so we did actually increase our relation with him to 16. Now, the question is, I don't really want to give, if at all possible. I don't really want... The thing is, I can recruit troops from here. I can recruit troops from here if I get 4 more relation with him. And that would then enable me to recruit people, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I will give him some more, despite the fact that I don't really want to. So let's give him 5 of these, 5 of these, 5 of these. And we'll give him some mounted ransackers as well, because why would I keep them? And yeah, and then hopefully that's enough. Wow, I increased... Are you serious? That was 13? How was it 2 before? Did I just give him way too terrible units? I guess so. Anyway, oh. Well, there's basically nothing here. Well, I guess that doesn't matter too much, does it? No. I guess it doesn't matter too much because we now have the opportunity to basically recruit from pretty much anywhere because I believe that most of the time he owns stuff, or not. Because apparently Demountus has this now. Okay, well that's unfortunately, it's very, very bad, isn't it, for us? Okay, let's go back over here. Let's hope that we don't get absolutely slaughtered. It's very possible. They could have some vassals just hiding away in these various places here. I could recruit from here, maybe? No. Wow, okay, yeah. I mean, technically it is pretty good to get relation with the king himself, because he's probably going to be pretty, you know, likely to have territory, right? You know, he's probably going to be giving himself a whole bunch if he's super, super greedy. But, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But, yeah, at the moment, we have 85 out of 109. I would love to be able to do more, and indeed, I'd love to be able to fight some more vassals too. Okay, so we've gone into a caravan ambush while we wait for the nearby town's recruitment to refresh, because at the moment it's, for some reason, empty. I did wait for about maybe 12 hours or so, and I was thinking to myself, oh, well, this should be more than enough time, right? No, apparently it wasn't. So, yeah, I need to wait a little bit longer. And, well, I thought, what better way to wait than to do a task? And to hopefully get our hands on some nice experience and have a good old grand fun time using our weapons to grand effect. And yeah, I am actually having a whale of a time. I am actually having a huge amount of fun in this mod. And what we're going to do is we're going to have more fun by shooting these guys and actually hitting... Oh, never mind. We didn't hit anyone. Of course we didn't. That's a classic and a half, isn't it? Oh, and that was it. Wow, okay, that was actually a lot faster and a lot more efficient than I thought, but there you go. All right, and look at this. Look at the massive relation we're gaining from this. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really appreciate that. And indeed, there we go. More relation, more gold, more everything from all these guys right here. Super, super nice. And now we can go back to Novograd. It's not Novograd, I know, but I'm going to call it that now, hilariously enough. No, I'm not, but let's just go with it. Okay, so wait a second. What's going on here? Massive amounts of looters. All right, I kind of want... Okay, I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to get all of them in the battle here, but yeah, they obviously were not close enough or something, but yeah. Generally, if we could get all of them at one time. Look at the amount of relation we're getting, though. Look at this insane amount of relation right here. This is actually a really, really good way of just... you know, grinding up a bunch of villages and things like that. Actually, wait a minute. Can I recruit from here? Yes, I can. Nice. I can't do that yet, actually, though, because I do need to speak to these guys. Can you introduce me to the other people and do all that wonderful stuff? And there you go. Nice. All right. And then we can go over here and do the same thing again, and hopefully we'll be able to recruit some nice people. Yes, we can. Look at that. Very, very good. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I would like to see... Are these noble troops? Wait a minute. Let me actually just have a quick look-see here. These are not noble troops, clearly. Right? These are not noble troops. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find where noble troops are. Because as it stands right now, we cannot cap ourselves using tier 3 peasant units. It's going to be way too harsh for us. So where do we get nobles from? Do you know? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Maybe it's actually from the town. Could be regular footmen? No way, right? No way. Okay, let me just have a quick look-see here. So we're going to have a look at troops. Old Lithuanian troops and... Noble Riders. These are the guys. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Baltic Young Noble. Where do we get them from? That's the question. Because usually we're going to get them from villages that are tied to castles. Is it the same in this mod? That's the question. Yeah, let's actually have a look. This is the bound settlement right here. So yeah, this should technically be the place. We are not seeing... Interesting. We're not seeing them. Yeah, there we go. Do that. No, this is... these are... well, obviously, these are not actually the Baltic... These are not the Baltic people at all. I'm going to try to get... as you ride out of the village, an old man in rags comes up to you and grasps the halter of your horse. "You must tell me," he barks, "what is the tale told by the sword?" Your men gather in to see if you will humor this seemingly mad hermit. "You tell me," you say, with a mad laugh, as you deal him a slice that draws blood. That's what we're going to do, because that gets us the most renown. That gets us the most renown. Why not? And indeed, we are going to go in against 78 of these guys. Immediately just gain massive amounts of very, very nice relation there. And we're going to go over to this other village over here, and maybe we'll get lucky, and maybe it will actually be a noble thing. It could very well be that I need to just go to the castle itself. I'm thinking that the castle itself is probably going to be more likely to have the noble troops available. As you can see, these are not them. So we will go over here and we'll see whether they have the nobles. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. Yeah. I think these are nobles. I think these are nobles. So I will have to speak to... Hello, priest. Yes, hello there. Give me power word fortitude, please. Thank you. All right, so you haven't met Dmitri of Slonim yet. Why? What do you mean?
Well, good day.
I thought I said that. Can you introduce me to the others? All right, well, whatever the case, as you can see, these are the noble troops. These are definitely the noble troops, so Dmitri is the guy that you want to... Wait. Are they? I mean, they do go to tier 5... whereas the old Lithuanian troops, they only go to tier 3. So I guess I will get some of these guys. I'm not going to get the regulars, I suppose. Just get the 2 tier 4s. I mean, tier 4 is pretty nice anyway, as it is, right? But yeah, as you can see, they're actually not doing too badly, surprisingly enough. The Kingdom of Lithuania, they're actually doing relatively well. And I wouldn't have expected that because I felt like they started off relatively small. Is that just me? I actually don't know. Okay, so we're starting in a river. Yes, this is, yeah, this is a little bit problematic, to be honest, because generally I would love to be able to leverage this river as much as possible to force the opponent into crossing it. That would be fantastic. I'm not sure. Can we do it? Can we actually do that? Can we even succeed in fighting this guy? Because, as you see, he actually has a really pretty strong army here. And I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we're basically even in a lot of ways. Well, I just crossed the river, and it doesn't feel as though it actually slows us down by as much as I would have anticipated, considering it does seem to be pretty fast flowing, as you can see from the flow of the water here. I don't know. It feels to me like it would be... I don't know. I guess it's not actually going to help us that much for the opponent to be crossing this. So we're just going to cross it ourselves and then trap ourselves on the other side here and have the river behind us. And yeah, it's going to be great, right? Yeah, no, I'm just joking, obviously. We're not going to have that many issues with it. And indeed, I am going to murder with a massive slash. Okay, apparently not.
Stand apart! Forward!
Ah, they're actually seemingly going to meet us in the middle of the battlefield here, which is something that I was certainly not expecting, so this is kind of bad for us. Let me actually just put them into a shield wall real quick, put these guys at the back here, tell our cavalry to charge in, and hope against hope that we're going to be okay. I do need to try to prevent ourselves from actually dying here, so I'm just going to use my horse as a bit of a weapon right here, right now. Massive amounts of damage being done right here, just through a sheer force of horsey, and that's it. I mean, literally, look at it. Look at how crazy this is. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so yeah, that guy's dead, and we just need to now bother with the enemy archers, basically. I'm just going to try to distract them as much as possible, because obviously our archers are unassaulted right now. Huh. How did they do that, actually? That's pretty impressive, surprisingly enough. Okay, I have no idea how they did that, but yeah, archers with RBM, they're really, really accurate when you're super close to them, and so you have to be very, very careful. That's why I was trying to knock them down as much as possible with our horse. But yeah, we're going to be okay here. I mean, this is going to be fine. I just hope that we don't lose too many really, really good units. I mean, do I even have very good units? I actually don't know. Anyway, we got 28 influence right there. Pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, just gonna let him go, I guess. We got relation 8 from that, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we are not... I'm wondering whether it is possible for us to convert these guys. It is actually possible, as you can see right here. However, it takes a significant amount of time. So I'm actually thinking right now that maybe it isn't worth it. I know. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking revelation for me to say that, but yes, it may very well be the case that it is not worth it in any way. Let me just take a quick look here. The weapon reach is too low, in my opinion, for me to be able to use this on a horse relatively decently. So yeah, we're going to just have to leave it the way it is. There is a massive two-handed here, though. Let's give it to this guy. There we go. He's going to be using something super, super nice now. And we'll give him this as well. There we go. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So we'll just take the rest. That is a massive amount of loot, by the way, as well. This is going to be extremely nice for our coin pairs. And there's King Mindaugas. What is he going to do? Is he going to go to Minsk? If he goes to Minsk, that would be pretty fantastic. I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty large town. But if he doesn't, then I'm not entirely sure. What is he actually doing right now? Look at him. What is he doing? Where is he going? It doesn't say where he's going. Okay. Well, I did get Stout Defender, by the way. Did I already tell you that? I don't know. But yeah, we have Stout Defender now, so that's really, really nice. Let me actually just go into this village here real quick, and we can't even recruit from here, unfortunately, so I will just see the notables. Actually, I can ask them about nearby settlements. Okay, that's pretty nice too. Alright, so I'm deciding right now just to sell all of our prisoners for 5,000. I can't be bothered to just, carry them around anymore because, what is going to happen generally? Yeah, sure, okay, eventually I'm going to be able to recruit some of them, but in that situation, I'd personally prefer to just, go with something different, so... because it's going to take way too long. It's just going to take way too long. So I think the rule that we're going to institute now is that I'm only going to... I can't believe that I can't recruit from here either. Yeah, I'm only going to recruit, or shall we say, I'm only going to take prisoners that are tier 4. And that's it. That's the rule. Okay, so we're just going to have tier 4, and that's all that we're going to do. I only have 11 relation with Treniota, so I won't be able to actually do anything here with him. I can actually pray as well, so let me do that. There we go. Yeah, okay. The question is, I can donate troops to the garrison here, can't I? So let me actually just take a quick look, because I could do some pretty cool things here, maybe? So what about if we just do something like this? I got 2 relation with Treniota. Okay. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but oh well, never mind. I guess I can still recruit from here. I'm kind of... I want to test out whether castles provide noble troops. Because I'm assuming that to be the case, right? I'm assuming that to be the case. So I'm just going to go here, get this, and I'm just going to do the same thing again. And the funny thing is, I think I can probably do this... Maybe, just maybe, we can do something like this, where we literally just give... some really low level ones. Look at that, 52. We got 1 relation with him. Are you joking? I literally just gave away half of my army. Okay. Oh well, it was a test. I wanted to see. Okay. You know, how much are we actually going to get for this? Are we going to be attacked by these guys? It's the sack gang. It's the sack gang. That is not going to work, sir. Yeah, this is not going to work. I think by now they'd probably know that we are not to be trifled with. Right? I'm going to play with this guy a little bit. Kick him. Yeah. Kick him. Yeah, I suck at kicking, by the way, in this game. I kicked him down? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's hilarious. Look at that guy. He's literally falling over. If only we could kick him off somewhere and we could go, this is peanut butter. Yeah, because that's what we do. Right? That is indeed what we do. All right, so there we go. We can leave. This is Sacktown. Yeah, this is Sacktown. This is totally Sacktown. Okay, so I can actually recruit from... yeah, I can't even recruit from here just yet. I need to speak to these guys. Tell me about nearby settlements. Thank you very much. I should really do that every single time I go into a village or something, because generally, why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you go to a village and be like, hello there, Mr. Village Elder, or a person of somewhat worthy esteem. Is there a way for me to know about the surrounding environment? And indeed, if you weren't speaking like such an idiot like I just talked about, you know, if you weren't talking like me, then you'd probably get some nice information. But if you're talking like I did just there to some random person back then, you're probably going to get, well, you're probably going to get, at the very least, some very, very strange looks. Anyway, there we go. I am going to go for, there we go, fearlessness. Yeah, some fearlessness. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, so if I could just find Triniota, that would obviously be a lot easier. Let me actually see if I can even see where he might be. Okay, let's have a look. Where is he? Austri? Where's that? Do I know it? Nope, I do not know it. So it basically makes no sense for me to look it up, but I'm assuming it's over here somewhere. It's actually a pretty... well, I would say that the Lithuanians have been doing a pretty good job, to be honest, of waging war at the moment against the Polak principalities. Yeah, I guess that's how you say it. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.